Red team come in. Hello, I'm here.
Hello. You may be wondering why I called you here.
You wanted to record a video.
Well, well, yeah, but that was only the half of it. There's another half. Ow. Um, we're gonna be looking at Reddit true scary stories on Reddit.
Okay. So, real quick question. You can afford this whole setup, but you
Hmm?
couldn't afford to finish the house.
Look, the movie people are coming Friday. Let me
Yeah.
start the camera. All right. Hello.
Anyway, hello, everyone. This is Manfish, as you might know. Anyway, today it's me and Red Demon 846,
And Hallow.
and we're gonna be reading true scary stories from Reddit.
I do not have Reddit pulled up. All right, I'm ready.
Oh, I do, but okay. So I'll be reading the first one because I'm in the throne, totally not because I just wanted my own seat.
You didn't want to
The
sit with me.
scariest. The title is called "The Scariest Phone Call I Ever Got" because Alan takes up half the couch. The scariest phone call I ever got.
It's not my fault. He's chilling.
So it was around 12 to 1 p.m., and during that time I got around two scam calls. Obviously, I declined them both. But then, when I got to the third one, I had it. I answered, ready to crash out, and who kept calling me.
On who kept
But as
calling
soon
you.
as but as soon as I said hello, I started hearing a woman's cries. I responded, "Are you okay?" And kept in mind, I did not know the person, but I also couldn't help but notice how it sounded like someone I knew. But I couldn't pinpoint since they sobbed and sobbed. Before they finally responded, "Pick me up," over and over, and by now I'm just wondering if they knew they were calling the wrong number, and I responded, "Who are you?" Before they responded quite quickly, sorry, I'm tired. "You know who I am. Please pick me up." And I was worried as F-bomb, and if I'm being honest, the number looked oddly like it could be from a school, but I doubt it. And then I said, "I think you have the wrong number." And they said, "No, please, just pick me up." And I was about to decline it, but I was already uncomfortable, and I had a gut feeling that maybe this person is in trouble. Or what if they're missing? And that was pretty stupid to think, but who wouldn't have thought that with a woman crying things like those? And then I responded again, "Are you okay?" And before they cried for a good couple minutes without saying anything, and after that,
I
they
have no.
declined, and I turned off my phone. And being flat out just uncomfortable with all the hairs on my body standing up and getting to see it if my door was locked definitely didn't help, as I thought what might have gotten that woman to frantically call someone, probably their parents, apparently called me. They unfortunately didn't call me back, so I couldn't tell if they were okay, but since that call everything has been silent. No more scammers, etc. But since then I've been paranoid. Holy moly.
That was a
That's
lot.
that was one hell of a prank call.
Yeah.
If it was. Hoping it was. Oh yeah, by the way, YouTube, every story we read, people are okay. These are just stories. Hopefully.
These are just stories. We don't know if they're true, but we hope they're true.
We're
All
just
right.
reading this for the purpose of
So let me give
entertainment. I'll
my
put a
take.
disclaimer for the week. Mine.
I know this isn't
Go ahead.
bad. I mean, like I know this isn't the main thing, but there's like a lot of spelling errors.
which ain't bad. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
like,
not bad. Also,
not everybody's gonna be.
yeah. But that's scary. Imagine getting called 3 times.
Especially at 12 to 1 p.m. That's anyway. As my take on it is, like, I think honestly, there's a lot of scammers and a lot of weird phone numbers out there. It could have been a prank call, more than likely it was. But I don't blame the person for locking their doors and being worried. Like, that's a
They
worried
no,
situation.
they
And
said they
if
didn't know that if they were if their doors were locked.
oh, well, yeah, that's scary. And plus, like, it's and if they did like mean to call their parents and stuff, and that really did happen, pray to God it didn't happen. That's just terrifying to me. I don't get scared easily. Y'all can ask Hollow.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, this is by Nighting Bloom.
Oh, I
It's
didn't introduce mine.
yeah, the title is so WTF just happened. Hey guys, so
What the fun?
basically,
What the fun?
yeah. Hey guys, so basically, I'm out. I'm out in a little valley slash woods, and other than the driveway, it's all forest around me. My mom's roommate has two Frenchies, and we're ourselves have we ourselves have a German Shepherd. It's snowing like crazy, so I'm like, oh sick, and go out to play in it because #fun. Upon arriving outside, the French bulldogs bark for attention, and I pass by onto the porch. I had been outside earlier today, too. I was on the back porch chilling after making a snow angel, and heard the sound. It was like a bark at first, but I didn't have that like growly. It didn't have that like growly sound to it, and it consistent and always sounded the same. It's slow at first, so I'm like, maybe it's my German Shepherd. She's in the garage, though in her crate. After a few seconds, everything's quiet, and the Frenchies only kinda sniffle now. And then, BAM! The sound speeds up, and it's not the sound alone. It felt like something was happening. It's consistent, like how running is from a human. It kinda was like done, 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 done now. And I straight up threw the sliding door open and closed it, locked it, closed the curtains and locked the other doors. I'm terrified to unlock my room door and go outside. We get black bears and coyotes, but it's broad daylight still, and the bears you only see. They never come after you. Plus the footsteps. We've been heavier if that's what they were. I'm bad at reading. I don't know that what was happening, but does anybody have any explanations, or was I imagining things? I'm spooked
Okay.
ASF. Can we
Okay.
just comment
First off,
how bad my reading
I
is?
just wanna. No, I'm not laughing at your reading. I'm laughing at the first comment. OMG, I am so sorry, but that da 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 made me straight up think of Jaws. That made me laugh so much. Okay, so wait, what was the noise? They were making snow angels, then they heard like a da 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 and like a bark sound, right?
No, that was after the BAM.
So what I think it
Sound.
was it could have very well been another animal, but on the supernatural side of it, I'm instantly going to like mimics, Wendigos, but they said they live in a valley slash forest. So yeah, that wouldn't mean there's too many people around, but they didn't say if they live like
If
near
you guys
people.
don't know, Red Demon is
Oh, big
a very
supernatural
big
guy.
supernatural fan.
I love paranormal. I love spooky stuff. Absolutely love it. Anyway,
And he knows
so
every history and whatnot.
Fun fact about me, we'll get to see that eventually.
So pick the one you
So
want to do, because some of them are long.
I think, well, supernaturally, I think it could have been a
Oh, you
Wendigo.
could do... That thing was breathing heavily. It says it's terrifying.
Hold on.
My take... He said he was in a forest, he said?
Yeah. It could have very well just been
A
someone
valley
messing with
slash
you.
woods. It could just be like a bear
They did
near
say
the
they have
porch.
animals, which it could be a deer or something, but I don't recall deers having like a har har. By the way, I'm also kind of a little bit country,
A
so
little bit, just a little.
trying to think of animals that could have done that. Did they say how loud the bark was? It didn't sound like a bark. It didn't have a growl. It could have been like a type of rodent, maybe.
Alright, so it
All
was
right,
like a
I'll
bark
just
at first, but I didn't have that, like, it didn't have that growling
growl.
like sound to it. And it was consistent, so it was the same sound.
That's actually terrifying. The noise I made. So,
Do you see that thing was breathing heavily by him?
thing was breathing heavily by user slash necessary orange 334. Love your username.
That's a
It
very
was
cool
back in
username.
2015 to 16. I was 15.
What?
Ooh. It was back in
What?
2015 to 16. I was 15. Ooh.
That's
When I
confusing.
got
2000
my
or
first smartphone.
1999?
And I was always on it, which made my mother very angry. One wintry night, all these things happen in winter, which winter
Fine at
can be
1 a.m.
scary sometimes, I guess. Around 1 a.m., I was still on my phone scrolling Facebook under the
Facebook
blanket
at
covered
15?
head to toe. Facebook, and I'm between the ages of 14 to 16.
To 20?
Not gonna say my age. Scrolling Facebook head to toe to avoid getting caught by my mom. I wasn't allowed to lock my doors, so she would check on me sometimes. 15 to 10 to 15
Because a
minutes
blanket
down.
makes you
Okay,
invisible
okay.
to the mother's eye.
Let me read. The line. I hear soft footsteps coming from the other room. I assume it was my mom, so I freaked out. I quickly kept my phone aside and pretended to be asleep. We've all been there. But didn't stick my head out of the blanket because she was too clever to read my fake sleeping face.
Also been there.
Sleepy face! The footsteps felt like it stopped at the door entrance, but didn't come inside. And then there was a sound of the breathing, almost panting, as if someone took the stairs to a sixth, I can never say that word, floor instead of the lift.
Sixth
This is a
floor.
British person. This is a British person. They said lift. My logical mind concluded that it was my mom being super angry because she figured out I was not asleep. Not gonna lie. She had severe anger issues back then, and I was pretty scared of her when she got angry. But why would she just stand there and breathe for 2 minutes in the middle of the night instead of confronting me? After almost 5 minutes, which seemed like an eternity, I sticked my head out of the heavy blanket and looked outside because I couldn't stand the uncanny loud breathing anymore. There
Don't do
was
that.
no one. Not even the sound of someone's footsteps leaving. I went to my mom's room to find that she was fast asleep and snoring heavily. It suddenly struck my mind then that she has been on sleeping pills lately. It was just me and my mom in our house that night.
One of these comments is pretty funny. Do you see it?
Is it the top one?
Yeah.
What kind of sleeping pills? I've heard some of them that make you do really weird
S-word.
S-bomb.
So, it could be your mother.
I think someone broke into your house. That's what I immediately assume.
If they did and they didn't steal anything, didn't even leave a trace,
But yeah,
why
there's
would they
been
do
stories
that?
like that. Homeless people and stuff, they've done that.
I've heard of a very interesting story. I'll talk about it later.
It actually kind of terrifies me because no one was there. I mean, like,
And second of
it
all,
could be that. So, as a teenager, I'm one myself. The whole mind process is its whole thing, and plus, you're scared of your own mother because of her anger issues, which,
that is not
not to say
healthy.
that's a bad thing. I never been judgmental on that stuff because it's true stuff. And you've been on your phone a lot, and it's late at night, so I assume it was probably a hallucination from probably a
Sleep.
lack of sleep,
Yeah.
fear, and internet.
But here's what I want to say. If you hear something outside that
That's
you
when you grab
that's
a
when you
nearby
don't go
object
outside.
and you. Do you think it would have kept breathing the entire time he was there? I would blame it on air conditioning, but he like put too much description
He
into
says
it.
it panted. Air
It
conditionings
panted,
don't do
so it
that.
was like a
Yeah. 6.
god.
That's very scary.
What time was it? Did he specify
Yeah,
time
he
it
said
was?
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah, that's ooh.
Yeah,
It
around
ain't
1
like
a.m.
in your. It ain't like in your face scary, but it's still like it's enough to mess with your mind a little. I
Alright, I
like
got a
that.
cool one. It says McDonald's.
Where?
it's what was she? By
What was?
user slash such
Where's that at?
cabinet 9547. It's under the late night creeps.
What was she? I
Okay.
gotta say, my rating's pretty okay. Okay. By when it says F, it means female. When it says M, it means male. I just wanted to specify
Okay.
that for the fans. I don't know if you knew that. Well,
Alright.
viewers.
It says McDonald's twice. Alright. So me, a 20-year-old female, and my cousin, a 21-year-old female, we used to sneak out a lot at night when we were teenagers. We found it peaceful and
That's
we
funny.
would always walk to the McDonald's. She was living with me and my mum at the time. The McDonald's was around 20 to 30 minutes walk away. Well, one night we were walking back to my house and it was nearly 4 a.m. and we wanted to be home before my mother had woke up to avoid being caught. On the way back, we looked down a dark path and at the end of it was something like a block of apartments, but in the front was a lady. She was wearing all black and she was just staring up at a cat. Now, I
My girlfriend?
must I must add where we lived was known for substance use.
Oh.
So, we thought the woman was just high, but she turned to face us and she no, and as she did, I remember the chill that ran down my spine. Something was not right about this woman. It was so terrifying. So me and my cousin both ran, but no terrifying. But I mean,
No matter how fast.
ran. I can't see. But no matter how fast we ran, the woman was not far behind us, which didn't make sense because she was only walking. We got a fair distance between us, and I looked back at her. I looked back. All I saw was the woman staring at us. Her eyes were almost completely black, and I could swear she was smiling at the sight of no, but the sight of her sent chills. So we continued running. We reached the near Tesco.
Yeah, it's a like
Okay,
store.
wherever, right, where other people were. And after that, we never saw her again. Even now, and me and my cousins will talk about it.
Okay, let me put my sense into it because I know paranormal. So it says she was small. It didn't describe like if she was old looking or anything as far as I read.
But her eyes
But
were
it said
dilated.
her eyes were black and she had a creepy smile. So there's this paranormal entity, and one that personally freaked me out when I was younger. The black-eyed children, which are basically, I don't know how to describe them, so I'm
You can
not
look it up.
going to, because, okay.
You guys can look
Here,
it up.
you talk to them while I do that.
Alright, guys. So, look around this place. Got a couch and a deer and a guitar and gaming setup and all this cool stuff. This ice figure with a hat.
So Wikipedia
Okay.
says this, which I'm not going to trust Wikipedia too much. Black-eyed children, or black-eyed children, in America, contemporary legend, are paranormal creatures that resemble children and teenagers with pale skin. They described the person as a teenager, right?
No, she said a lady.
Okay. With pale skin and black eyes who are reportedly seen hitchhiking or begging,
She was wearing
or are
black.
encountered on doorsteps of
Oh, I
residential
know what
homes.
black-eyed children are.
Ooh,
I
that
know what
sends
they
me
are.
chills
But
talking about them,
there's a
because
difference. Usually black-eyed children wear white, like hospital gowns or something. Not
no,
all
yeah,
black.
their outfit varies. There's also the thing as in demons, as you know. But
Yeah.
okay, black-eyed children and mimics are like the only thing that actually kind of give me
Because it
chills
seems
anymore
real.
when paranormal stuff, because it's like the
Mimics,
stuff that could happen.
yeah,
I
mimics
think
and
mimics are
black-eyed.
very real,
Yeah.
because I feel like I've ran into some, which would just get my hands all sweaty and chills running down my spine.
Get these hands.
So anyway, it says residential areas. You're near an apartment things, which obviously is substance abuse, but what substance is going to change their eyes unless it was a little woman? Which usually I would assume like someone got their eyes tattooed, which is a thing, but
I don't know how they do it.
it's. I'll explain it to you after this recording. It's kind of disturbing.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically my reasoning: black-eyed children.
Okay. That ends
How long have
this
we been recording? On. How long have I been recording for?
25 minutes.
Okay. This has been Red Demon.
And this has been Hallow.
See y'all next time.
Peace.